Rebound taken by the Huskies. Spencer finds a cutter to the rack. Goes Samson Johnson. Cunningham top of the key. Hands it off for A. Smith, who curls into the lane, dribbles through the right elbow. Got his shot rejected and a stare down by Hassan Diarra. Back the other way comes UConn. Spencer working his way up the court. Drops it off. Three-pointer from Caravan. A long bomb and he knocks it down. Timeout, Texas. 13-point lead for the Huskies in Madison Square Garden. Here's the handoff. Newton gets it left side, driving down to the free throw line. Here's the lob upstairs and a thunderous dunk from Samson Johnson. Now the inbound. Mack with 4 seconds, now down to 2. Mack into the front court, gonna have to put one up. Falling away, three-pointer. Oh, he banked it in! 75-58 with 5:50 to go. Ball was tapped away as Alec tried to pass it down low, couldn't get it. Ball careens into Tominaga's hands, and he put down the triple. Indiana shooting 7 of 13 to begin this game. 12:51 to go, Minnesota down 12. Pass stolen away by Galloway. 2-on-1 break, now a 3-on-1 break. Here's the lob. Galloway goes up and throws it down. Scallion driving right through the elbow, down to the block, lays it up. Counted in the foul. Meister there for another offensive rebound. So kick it out to Bargesser, fakes a shot. Parrish right wing three, got it!
That's why you want Sydney Parrish back in the lineup. She makes big shots. That's only her 4th point. She's played huge.
Clark wraparound pass for Martin. Bobbled it. Shot rejected from behind by Meister. Back the other way comes Indiana. Bargesser left side. Scouting. Skip pass. Parrish all alone. Yes! Sydney Parrish from downtown puts it in. Indiana back up 17. Caitlin Clark hits the deck as Indiana was trying to avoid getting fouled. Scalia launches and hits a 3. Sarah Scalia knocks down the triple. Indiana goes back up 13 with under 2 to go. Excitement and energy here in Bloomington, Indiana. Final score from Simon Scott Assembly Hall. The 14th ranked Indiana Hoosiers knock off the 4th ranked Iowa Hawkeyes 86-69. It's a packed house here at Pinnacle Bank Arena as we welcome you back to the state capital of the state of Nebraska. Hayden Smith alongside Cruz Martin is ready for the tip-off between the Indiana Hoosiers and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The starting 5 for both teams. First, for Nebraska, number 3, Bryce Williams, a 6'7 junior from Huntsville, North Carolina. Number 4, forward Jawan Gary, a 6'6 junior from Columbia, South Carolina, out there with a guard. Number 10, Jamarcus Lawrence, 6'3 sophomore from Plainfield, New Jersey. Keisei Tominaga, a 6'2 senior from Moriyama, Nagoya, Aichi, Japan. And 51, Rink Bast, a 6'10 junior from Groningen, Netherlands. As for the Indiana Hoosiers, the original starting 5 that began the year, number 0, Xavier Johnson out there with number 1, Khalil Ware, number 5, Malik Renew, 21, Mackenzie Mbako, and 32, Trey Galloway. Welcome back to Simon Scott Assembly Hall. The starting lineups have concluded, and we are ready for the tip-off from Bloomington. Austin Platt alongside Dylan Beach, Cruz Martin from the top of Section K here at Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Austin, crowd is full. The students are back in town. Should be a great one, especially with a great atmosphere.
Cruz, the biggest 3.5 minutes of Indiana's season right here.
Clark into the lane, lays it up, and rolls out. Offensive rebound, Stolke missed it. Ball will hit the baseline as Indiana was trying to redeem it. And it will stay with Iowa with 18 on the shot clock. Great look by Caitlin Clark, couldn't put it in. Stolke had another good look at it, but couldn't control it.
Cruz, this feels like an NCAA tournament game right now.
Feels bigger than that. Ball away 3, Clark misses it well short. Ball will careen out of bounds. Indiana gains possession and has an 11-point lead to go along with the ball. And time is on their side as well, with just 3 minutes and 24 seconds remaining on the game clock.
Caitlin Clark on the ear shoots right under 50%. She's 8 of 24 and an abysmal 3 of 15 from 3. The overrated chance.
Bold statement by the Indiana fans, considering that Clark is the NCAA women's basketball all-time leading scorer. There's zone, trying to go to work, got stripped, it's a steal. Back the other way comes Iowa. Clark looking to go to work. Finds Stolke on a cut, lays it up and in. Back to a 9-point game.
I'm telling you, Cruz, Iowa is the most effective right now when Clark is distributing the ball. She's been so good with the assists. She's 1 assist away from a triple-double. That would be her 5th of the year.
Spin move by Moore McNeil, gets around to Falter, leaves it out for Holmes, who lays it up and in. Hoosiers back up by double figures, 11-point lead, 2:38 to go.
IU hanging in there.
Martin driving on Garzone, lays it up and responds. Cuts the lead back down to 9 with 2:30 to go. Or McNeil gets bumped in the backcourt by Clark, and they'll call Clark for the blocking foul.
It's a terrible foul by Caitlin Clark. Chloe Moore McNeil, not too much of an offensive threat. She only has 5 points in this game. We're going to foul her beyond half court. Now she's shooting free throws.
Chloe Moore McNeil will go to the free throw line. Moore McNeil on the season, shooting 76.5%, down from last year where she was shooting close to 90% for a majority of the year. First shot on the way, rolls off the rim, no good. That leaves the door open for Iowa. Again, 2:26, a lot of time for Iowa to make up 9 points. Second shot, Moore McNeil. That one goes in. 10-point lead for Indiana. Here comes the dangerous one. Caitlin Clark launches a long-range three. Can't put it in. Offensive rebound was attempted by a falter. Couldn't grab it. Mackenzie Holmes ends up with it.
Caitlin Clark must have thought the NBA All-Star game was still happening in Indianapolis. She shot that from literally half court. What in the world?
Caitlin Clark hits the deck as Indiana was trying to avoid getting fouled. Scalia launches and hits a three. Sarah Scalia knocks down the triple. Indiana goes back up 13 with under 2 to go.
The Hoosiers have the heavyweight on the ropes right now.
Clark back the other way, misses the layup strong. Rebound to Indiana. Moore McNeil trying to direct the Hoosiers up the court. 1:41 to go. 13-point lead for Indiana. Moore McNeil finds Garzone right side. Indiana looking for that dagger. Garzone off to Holmes, they'll get it here. She lays it up and in.
The euphoria is starting to be felt inside Assembly Hall.
Ball loose. Garzone knocked it away. And a foul's going to be called. Are they going to call this one on a falter? That's what it looks like. The officials are pointing the opposite direction. It's going to be an offensive foul on Sydney, a falter of Iowa. Garzone got a hand on it. Garzone fell to the ground. They thought there was too much contact. And now Caitlin Clark will sub out of the game for the final time today.
Is that the white flag being raised in a conference game? I know it's a 15-point game, but she has 2 fouls. It's not like she fouled out.
15-point lead for Indiana with 75 seconds to go. Indiana's going to do it. Scalia right side. Approaching a minute to go. Looking to drive on Marshall, lays it up. Got the roll to go. Hoosiers by 17. Timeout. Lisa Bluter, I believe. Let's see what the call is.
They might have Scalia with a foul.
Oh, we got a technical. A technical on Sarah Scalia. They pointed towards the scorer's table. I thought they were looking towards the Iowa bench. Sarah Scalia kind of grinning it off right now.
I would be too.
A technical foul with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining. As we are ready to get this game underway, Indiana, Minnesota from Simon Scott Assembly Hall. The ball is up. Tip is won by Indiana, and the Hoosiers start out with the basketball. Gabe Cup starts out in between the circles and will look to work his way left. Hands it off to Trey Galloway, who'll get a screen and shovels it back off to Cups right side. Cups looking for the entry pass to Renew. Double comes. He kicks it out to Trey Galloway. Left wing three on the way. Yes! Trey Galloway gets the scoring going for Indiana. He hits the three to open up things for IU.
As much as we've talked about Xavier Johnson disappointing the other day, Trey Galloway was just that 8 points only at Rutgers. He was not good enough. That's a great pass from Renew.
Christie out at the top of the key, working his way right, has to drop it off for Garcia, who finds Elijah Hawkins. Hawkins comes, double teamed. Ware was able to tap it away from him. Hawkins stopped on the sideline as he was pinned up against it right in front of the IU bench. He stepped out of bounds, and Indiana forces the first turnover on the Gophers.
We don't usually see Khalil Ware with a hedge like that, but Gabe Cups, knowing as a freshman maybe need a little bit of help there against a solid point guard, does that. And for the ball handler there, you look up and you see Ware's hands in the air. You're not going anywhere.
3-0 Indiana, just about a minute into this first half. Galloway finds Mbako, wide open three left side, in and out and back in. It fell in. Indiana 2 for 2 from beyond the arc to begin this game. 6-0 IU.
Mbako's at 16 threes in his last 8 games. He's been on fire, even though he airballed a few against Rutgers. That's a great start for the Jersey native.
Ola Joseph finds Hawkins, who curls around the screen, will get into the paint, kicks it out for Mitchell, who faked a 3, Euro steps into the lane. And what's the call? A whistle was blown, and a foul's going to be called on Trey Galloway on the closeout. And check Mitchell with the body. So the first foul on Indiana will be tagged on number 32 in white.
Indiana 7 for 26 from beyond the arc against Rutgers. I know they had to chuck up a bunch of threes considering they were chasing for the most of that second half, but 2 for 2 is a great start.
Off the inbound, Ola Joseph finds Mitchell, fall-away jumper, misses everything. It hit nothing but the backboard. Strong. Mackenzie Mbako the rebound. Trey Galloway up ahead of the pack. Will slow things down on the right side, looking for an entry pass. Ware dumps it down inside for Renew. Left hook post on the way, no good. Strong off the rim. And the rebound comes down to Garcia. Back the other way comes Hawkins, who leads the country in total assists this year, 117 to his name. We'll swing it over to Ola Joseph, and now Hawkins will get it back. Now Cam Christie, left side, will look to drive past Mbako, gets cut off. Hawkins will now drive into the lane on Cups, got stripped as he went to the basket, ball's loose. Ola Joseph picked it up, left the layup short. The rebound comes down to Khalil Ware.
Ola Joseph looking for a foul, but Ware did a good job cleaning up the scraps.
Renew off the pass from Galloway in the front court, had it stripped, but a foul is going to be called as Garcia went down to the ground. Was trying to make a last-ditch attempt to try to strip the ball away, got Renew's arm. He'll be flagged for the personal, the first on Minnesota today. 17:57 to go here in the first half of play from Bloomington, 6-0 Indiana. Trey Galloway and Mackenzie Mbako with back-to-back threes on the first 2 possessions to get Indiana going offensively. Mbako off the inbound, down in the corner, will drive into the paint, got hacked on the way up. And Mackenzie Mbako, one of the best free throw shooters in the Big Ten, will step to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
I really like how Indiana is trying to use Mbako, not only as a three-point shooter, but as a guy who can run baseline and try and get to the hoop. This Minnesota team has struggled against Jameer Young the other day in Maryland in terms of allowing point guards to get to the basket, even though they did come up with a victory in that one.
Mbako off the back rim and got the second lucky bounce tonight that he's had. He had one on that three-pointer and gets one on the front end of the 2-shot penalty.
Is it too late to buy a lottery ticket? I think Mbako should think about that already.
87.8%, 36 of 41, now 37 of 42 from the line this year. Mbako flies the second one. That one rims in and out. Luck not with Mbako there. He's already expended 2 of those shots tonight. 7-0 Indiana early on. 17:45 to go in the first half. Minnesota looking to attack and try to get on the board for the first time today. Joshua Ola Joseph will curl through the elbow, gets inside. Tough adjustment as he went up past Khalil Ware. It laid it in.
Yeah, 2 Indiana guys defensively went the same way going up to block, and it was a good adjustment made to get the first points for the Gophers.
Mbako working off the Malik Renew screen. He has nothing. He kicks it out. Renew fires a 3. Back iron, no good. Ball tapped down by Ware, and Mbako has it. He'll go back up. Got the shot to go. Took the contact on the arm. Got his 3rd lucky bounce of the night as the ball hopped on the bottom side of the rim, spun its way onto the iron and fell through. And Mackenzie Mbako will go back to the free throw line this time for a chance to complete the 3-point play. Touch pass to Galloway from Khalil Ware. Skip pass wide open. Mbako 3 from the corner, and he put it in. Game high lead for Indiana at 18 as Mackenzie Mbako continues his red hot shooting here today.